Just to recap then, on the grid, in pole position, it's Michael Doohan, the World Championship leader. Kevin Schwantz, runner-up in the world last year, is second. Wayne Rainey third, and then it's Gardner completing that front row of the grid. Juan Garriga, Didier de Radiguez on the second Suzuki. Eddie Lawson for Cagiva, and John Kaczynski on the second of the two Marlboro Yamahas completes that second row. Just seconds away from the start now. The revs are up, the lights go green, and they charge down towards the first chicane. Eddie Laycock left there at the start. He's fluffed it completely. But it's a superb start from the world champion. The number one plate holder, Wayne Rainey, leads, followed by Wayne Gardner. A super start from him. Then the second of the Rothmans Hondas, that's Mick Doohan. Then it's John Kaczynski. Behind Kaczynski, it's Kevin Schwantz on the first of the Suzukis. But it's Wayne Rainey who's established himself in a terrific lead already. He's 5 bike lengths clear of Wayne Gardner in second place. Mick Doohan is right behind Gardner in third spot. And bringing up the rear of the pack, it's Eddie Laycock on his private Yamaha. But it's the Marlboro Yamaha that leads, the two Rothmans Hondas in second and third place, and then the second of the Team Roberts Yamahas in fourth position. Now we're riding up the hill with Adrian Marilas, and Marilas just making a challenge there for Doug Chandler, and Chandler cutting him out. Marilas didn't quite have the power to get through as they head towards the long sweeping right-hander of the Faralaga curve for the first time. But it's Wayne Rainey who leads, Doohan making a challenge on second place. But Rainey has made an absolutely sensational start to this Austrian Grand Prix, the 7th round of the 1991 500cc Championship. And that's the sensational view from our curb cam, the curbside camera, as the riders flash by just inches away. Flicking it right and left through that chicane. Still Eddie Laycock at the back of the pack. This is Eddie Lawson. Lawson aboard the Cagiva in 6th position as they head down towards the first of the chicanes on this circuit. Right and left, and they normally jump the curb as Lawson does there. And Lawson on the tail of John Kaczynski, but leading the race is Kaczynski's teammate Wayne Rainey. Doohan second, Gardner third, fourth is Schwantz, fifth Kaczynski, and in 6th place it's Eddie Lawson, our chauffeur around the Salzburgring circuit. And this is what it looks like, one of the most picturesque locations for a race circuit anywhere in the world, but very, very rapid indeed as they blast down Armco Alley. Lawson not making any progress in his attempts to catch John Kaczynski. Schwantz now trying to move up onto the tail of the third place man, Wayne Gardner, through flashing past the curbside camera again. Past the start and finish line, and it's still Wayne Rainey leading for the Marlboro Yamaha team. Mick Doohan, though, challenging hard aboard his Rothmans Honda, and Doohan looks to be mounting a challenge, but he's not quite close enough this time. Third is Wayne Gardner, Schwantz on his tail, then Kaczynski, Lawson. And those 6 riders are well clear. Then there's a gap before we see Didier de Radiguez on the second of the two Suzukis leading that second group. Lawson on the number 7 bike in 6th position. Different lines there from Wayne Rainey and Mick Doohan in 1st and 2nd positions. Yamaha leading as the two power up the hill. 165 brake horsepower these 4-cylinder engines put out. And the Honda's definitely closer that time around, and Gardner coming under a lot of pressure from Kevin Schwantz in the battle for 3rd position. Doohan is definitely closing on the race leader. It's Rainey from Doohan, but how long will that state of affairs persist? Because Doohan is looking very threatening indeed to the supremacy of the reigning world champion, Wayne Rainey. Gardner in 3rd position appears to have shrugged off the threat for the time being from Kevin Schwantz. But Mick Doohan is making a challenge, and Doohan tries to go through as they power down the start and finish straight, and Doohan makes it as they go into the chicane. It's Doohan who leads, Rainey in 2nd place, 3rd is still Gardner, ahead of 4th place Kevin Schwantz, but it's Mick Doohan, the new race leader.